Days of overstuffed wallets in your back pocket or purse might soon come to an end. By 2020, mobile wallets on our smartphones are expected to surpass the use of credit and debit cards in the U.S. That has already happened in China. Ben Tracy is in Beijing to show us what a nearly cashless society actually looks like. Ben, good morning.
Good morning. So when I moved here to China a couple of months ago, I kept getting funny looks every time I would pull cash out of my wallet to pay for things. And then I got one of these. It's a code on my phone, and now I can basically buy anything here in China. When you pay for something, how do you pay for it?
Mobile phone.
On the streets of Beijing, cash is definitely not king. What do you think of people who use cash to pay for things?
That's rare and weird, he says. Only the elderly and people who don't know how to use a phone pay cash. This woman says, I rarely take my wallet when I go out, just my phone. That's because those phones can buy just about anything, from clothes in the store to steamed buns on the street. They're used to pay for bike rides and bus rides, rent and utility bills.
When was the last time you used cash? A month ago? Wow, that's a long time.
WeChat and Alipay dominate China's mobile market, and payments on their platforms totaled more than $5.5 trillion last year, a 200% jump from the year before, and nearly 50 times more than the value of mobile payments in the U.S.
One of the big reasons mobile payments have caught on so quickly here in China is because of what most people here don't have in their wallets: credit cards. They basically went from a cash-based society to a cashless one and skipped the step in between.
China has leapfrogged the U.S. into going to a cashless society.
Andy Mock is an economist in Beijing. He says China's cashless revolution has happened in just 3 years, largely thanks to these things called QR codes. You simply scan them with your phone to pay. Nearly every business and person has one. From the farmer's market to the musician on the street playing for a mobile tip.
You can give a homeless person money with your phone. You would never see that in the U.S.
All you have to do is scan that code to transfer money. And it really is ubiquitous in China, from the largest cities, the fanciest hotels, to the most humble street-side shacks will all use QR codes.
The Chinese are comfortable doing everything on their phones, while in the U.S., credit cards and online shopping via personal computers still rule.
These kinds of legacy technologies make any adoption of newer generations of technologies much more slower. So in this sense, I think the U.S. has a little bit of catching up to do.
A recent survey found that 40% of Chinese people carry less than $15 on them, but they would never dream of leaving home without this. As one guy told me on the street, you can't achieve anything without your phone. Gail?
That guy on the street was very correct. Thank you, Ben Tracy. Didn't you love how he opened the piece? When I moved to China a couple months ago, that sounded so cool. Thank you, Ben Tracy, reporting from Beijing.
This card can take you through the world's most extensive urban rail system here in Tokyo. The fare from your starting point to your final destination is deducted automatically. The same card also allows you to make purchases at the thousands of convenience stores in the capital. I can use prepaid cards such as this issued by the Japan Railway Company. Okay. Other types of prepaid cards, credit cards can be used at this convenience store chain all over Japan. Lawson is one of the largest convenience store operators in Japan. Its Ponta card, a popular loyalty program, boasts a user base of about 76 million.
ID をご利用なさるお客様だとそのポイントもつきますし、あとポンタのカード、お財布カードというものをご利用されるお客様だとポンタのポイントが通常よりもお得に貯まるようにはなっております。
In most cases, however, it takes more than just one card to get around in the city. Not all stores accept the same payment cards.
私の場合は自分の会社の社内にもですね、そのローソン系列の店入ってるのでカード作ってるけどっていうそれだけですかね。
A Japanese holds an average of 7.7 cards. That's according to a Bank of Japan report released in June. Despite its obsession with card payments, Japan is far from a cashless society.
Overall, 19% of total consumption is via cashless payment. That includes credit cards as well. So availability in the device for the e-wallet is not quite there yet.
That compared with the government target of having 40% of all transactions made through cashless modes. It is not because Japan started late. NTT Docomo, the country's largest mobile carrier by subscribers, introduced the pioneering mobile payment service known as Osaifu Keitai, or mobile wallet, in 2004. 13 years on, a Bank of Japan survey showed the use of mobile wallets has actually been declining, and 41% of those polled still prefer to pay in cash, regardless of age.
最も多いのは現金でお支払いされるお客様ですね。
習慣ですね。なんだろう、あと支払いが月に1回まとまってくるのが嫌だ。
Security concerns have often been cited as the main reason why most Japanese are not thrilled about cashless payment. According to the National Police Agency, the number of credit card-related crimes is rising. During the first 4 months this year, credit card fraud totaled 1.1 billion yen, or about $10 million. Unlike its Asian neighbors such as China, fast-aging Japan has been taking its time and going digital. According to market research firm Euromonitor, low smartphone penetration among seniors and the presence of feature phones that offer fewer functions contribute to the slower take-up of mobile payments in Japan. Michio Ishida, Channel News Asia, Tokyo.
Japan's financial giant Strategic Business Innovator Group made an official announcement. It is going to launch its own cryptocurrency exchange called Wikitrade. The exchange actually was launched earlier this month after several delays due to security concerns, but now it is live. Primarily, it will deal with Ripple tokens. It is currently accessible only to 20,000 pre-registered users, while others will be able to join in July 2018. Wikitrade was first announced back in October 2016, but it's taken almost an entire year to get this exchange registered with the FSA. It was finally completed in September 2017. The initial launch was supposed to be a month ago, but due to safety concerns, especially with the latest hacks of several exchanges, for example CoinCheck, the launch was delayed. To find out the details of this story, visit the link below. I am Maria Wowchuk with CryptoCoin.news. Remember to subscribe for more, and see you next time.
Hey everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. It's the 3rd of June, 2018, and we're having a lovely summer day. I got a comment from somebody yesterday who saw a video of mine back from May 11th, and he asked if I could please do a little more research and another updated video for SBI. SBI is the holding company, SBI Holdings, which is a big conglomerate here, the biggest actually as of late to enter the cryptocurrency space. And they have announced that they are doing an exchange in the summer of 2018, which uses the Ripple as a yen coupling, pairing. So they are, you don't have to buy Ethereum or BTC to acquire the XRP coins. You can actually buy direct with yen, which is a huge deal. And in addition, you know, when SBI makes these kinds of moves, it is quite important because they have an incredible amount of reach and power. So the SBI Holdings CEO forecasts $10 for Ripple in 2018. And I was really surprised. This was a press release from April 18th. But I need to tell you that in Japan, language is very indirect. And as a culture, everything is said in things like perhaps, well, possibly, maybe, oh, well, I'm not sure, but. So this is the way this language and this culture communicates. And I was so shocked to see that the CEO is actually making a direct statement and actually putting a price on a company that he has announced that they are in deep with for a launch this summer. The internet is flooded with price predictions of cryptocurrencies, including Ripple, XRP. The forecast price ranges from $1 to a dizzying $100. A majority of these so-called analysts are from sources who are in no way related to Ripple in any manner. Yeah, so when you see that this particular gentleman at the top of a very powerful conglomerate who's doing a big deal with Ripple makes a statement like this, you can see why a lot of people are paying attention. So I know some of you don't like Ripple, and I understand the reasons why Ripple has a lot of non-supporters. I mean, it's not as centralized as everybody would like to see, and the purists in the crypto space really, really, like myself, really value the decentralized business model. And also, you know, the XRP to date, as far as I know, nobody's actually using the token. So people are a little bit looking down on Ripple, but I think you need to pay attention to Ripple, even if you don't maybe agree with its centralized nature or other aspects of the business. I think if you are a speculator, and I think if you want to make some good investments, this is one that I would pay attention to. So, all right, that's not advice, by the way. That's just telling you that I think that take the emotion out of your process of thinking for a moment and just follow me with this rabbit hole I went down, okay? So I will put the rest of this particular article in the comment section so you can read more of it if you like. But I want to just show you how my rabbit hole journey went. So I then decided to search. Watch this, you guys. I can move myself up to the right-hand corner. Yeah, I'm using a new video recorder called Loom. This is the first time I've used it, so I can't recommend it yet, but I think so far I'm really happy with it. So it says here, what is behind the 10-year and year-end prediction for the Ripple XRP? Yeah, I asked the same. So what is it? So price predictions of Ripple have been everywhere on the internet from just about every type of source. Many of these predictions should be taken with a grain of salt, but when a CEO of a major institution tweets a clear price prediction for a different company, one should certainly take notice. A couple of days ago, Yoshitaka Kitao, the CEO of Tokyo-based Strategic Business Innovator Group, which is SBI Holdings, tweeted out that XRP will hit $10 in 2018. The significance of his prediction runs very deep. Here's why. Back in the beginning of March, SBI Holdings and SBI Ripple Asia, which you can search, you can find the website that talks about their relationship. Let me just close that down and come down. Announced a collaborative effort to create a new remittance app called MoneyTap. Right, so it's a mobile app that allows customers to settle transactions at any time of the day or night, which is a big thing here because still we don't have really 24-hour banking. Even the ATM machines, they do work at night, but they have a huge fee if you withdraw money outside the banking hours or holidays or weekends. Okay, and every day of the week. The full release of the MoneyTap app is scheduled the fall, summer of 2018 and will feature Resona Bank, SBI Net Sumishin Bank, and Suruga Bank as the first three to offer the service. So this talks about the Money Tap. So this is not a surprise. I did a video on Money Tap, and I think it's going to be very successful.
Well, cashless has become the buzzword for the future of shopping. But what about stores without cashiers? Well, these are already a reality in China. The country's unstaffed retail sector is forecast to grow to $10 billion by 2020, which is 3 times that of 2017. And this retail concept has also become the latest battleground for the country's tech giants like Tencent and Alibaba. Valerie Tan has more from Shanghai.
If you live in China, basically, you cannot live without WeChat. It is your to-go app for everything, including opening doors. And let's see what's in store.
No cashier, and certainly no cash. The concept store is really just a showroom by Chinese tech giant Tencent. On display, shelves of non-essentials in small amounts, unlike a proper store. Every item here has been secured with an electronic label, so no one can shoplift. Payment is through a self-checkout system.
Over here, step into the green circle, and of course, scan.
The system does a tally of the items and charges it to my WeChat account.
Done. And the door opens. See ya.
Not exactly grab and go, but the concept of stores without stuff has taken off in China. Customers here enter and then pay using their mobile phones. A handful of Chinese tech startups are already running dozens of such round-the-clock convenience stores in major cities. E-commerce giant Alibaba also experimented with it last year. Tencent, the parent company behind WeChat, China's second biggest mobile payment system, is now moving in because the unmanned retail sector is forecast to triple to $10 billion by 2020, says iResearch.
A lot of these companies now are seeing a lot of value in understanding, not just the keystrokes that a consumer's putting into a computer, but, what they're doing throughout their day, where they are in the city, what products they're looking at.
That's why China's tech giants are throwing money behind such projects, even though the returns may not be immediate for now. As for the shoppers, opinions are split whether automated retail therapy is really the way to go.
按道理是你可以通过手机这边有二维码一扫以后出了这个翡翠所有的介绍，甚至一个视频甚至一个什么东西，这个才有意义。现在它没有交互感。
跟普通购物这方面有什么差别？
没有普通购物那个推销员一直向你那个唠叨，对吧？这个比较自由。
Valerie Tan, Channel News Asia, Shanghai.
You walk around Delhi and you find signs for these digital payment platforms everywhere. Paytm, Samsung, MobiKwik, just to name a few. The number of digital transactions in India have quadrupled since November last year. Welcome news to a government on a mission to reduce India's reliance on cash.
The 500 rupee and 1000 rupee currency notes presently in use will no longer be legal tender.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi pulled nearly 90% of banknotes from circulation last year. Demonetization was supposed to crack down on corruption. The results there have been mixed, but one thing is clear. The historic shakeup's been a big boon to India's digital economy. Business at digital payments company Paytm jumped more than 400% in the hours after that cash crunch. Its mobile wallet app allowed users to shop at bakeries, electronic stores, even fruit stands without bills changing hands.
Some bananas here.
In just 8 months, the company managed to sign up more than 220 million people using Paytm at 5 million shops.
Just before demonetization, which was in November of 2016, we had 700,000 merchants. Post demonetization, we upped it, and then we started signing up to 40 to 50,000 merchants every day.
40 to 50,000?
1,000 merchants every day.
That surge in growth helped Paytm go beyond the digital payment space. It's expanded its e-commerce business. It's offering loans and banking.
So we go in here and we say enter amount.
You can even buy gold through Paytm's digital gold service, which allows users to buy and sell the precious metal and store them digitally in a government-certified vault. The company sold 50 kilograms of gold in its first month, making Paytm India's largest jeweler.
Everyone in India saves using gold. If they save using gold. So we want to offer digital gold as that product which is available to everyone, that everybody understands.
Big-name investors have already come calling. Alibaba and SoftBank invested more than $2 billion combined, making Paytm one of only a handful of Indian tech unicorns. But Paytm faces new competition from traditional banks who've developed their own digital payments platform.
India also has a national ID system called Aadhaar that registers people using biometrics.
The government assigns an ID number attached to those biometrics and stores the information in a centralized database, so people here don't have to carry a physical ID.
So if you want to buy a SIM card, basically you take it here, the smartphone scans the barcode, put your thumbprint on this machine, and it's done.
Aadhaar isn't widely used by shops just yet, but the government's registered more than 1 billion people, or 95% of the population so far, making it the world's largest biometric ID system. So can this push to go digital actually lead to a cashless India?
What do you think? Can India really go cashless?
Well, cashless, there'll be less cash, right? It won't be zero cash. Almost no economy in the world is.
In fact, a lot of the cash is already returned to the system, and the central bank in India is planning to issue new, lower-denominated bills. That doesn't mean the government's backing off of those cashless dreams. It's set out to process 25 billion digital transactions this year, part of a larger goal to transform India into a $1 trillion digital economy by 2022.
Japan turns to Ripple. Japan's financial industry is embracing innovation by looking to blockchain technology to facilitate its payments platform. The Japan Bank Consortium is set to release MoneyTap, a Ripple-powered smartphone app that will allow customers to settle transactions in real time. The country's current system for cash transfers is limited. Transactions can only be processed on weekdays from 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. and comes with high fees. With MoneyTap, customers can make payments and transfers using only a bank account, phone number, or QR code. Transactions go through the cloud-based Ripple Connect platform. Processing is instant and available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for a fraction of the normal cost. The app will go live in the later half of 2018, starting with 3 major banks, followed by a staggered rollout of the rest of the consortium. All you need to know about blockchain and cryptocurrency.
Ripple has a solution focused on making real-time payments between banks a reality at low cost, at great speed, with great security, and with lower risk. But to have 47 banks sign up for a service in just one country is unprecedented. Now, we're using something called the distributed ledger technology, and there's been a lot of hype about blockchain in recent times, but Ripple is far ahead of everybody else in this space. We've built something which works for enterprises, is trusted now by major banks around the world, such as Standard Chartered, Santander in the UK, BAMO in America, CIBC and Royal Bank of Canada, Westpac in Australia. So there's been a slew of banks signing up for this platform, but to have so many banks in one country sign up is really quite amazing.
Okay, understood. Dilp, explain to me though, who exactly does this system disrupt?
Well, the way we positioned it is that it is an enabling technology for banks to use to improve services between themselves. So Ripple does not touch customers directly. We provide a platform that banks can use to settle money between themselves in real time. So it is really transformative technology rather than necessarily disruptive, to the banks.
Hey guys, Tony here. Got another video for you, and it's on Ripple. So some very, very positive news on Ripple's front. So they actually published this on their blog yesterday. It was actually late last night. I saw it appear on my phone. So Ripple has been working with the Japanese consortium, the bank consortium, excuse me, which consists of 61 banks, a lot of banks, guys. Well, they have launched a mobile app powered by Ripple's blockchain to provide on-demand domestic payments. So let's go through the details here. The Japan Bank Consortium will release a groundbreaking smartphone application called MoneyTap, powered by Ripple's blockchain technology to allow customers of the bank consortium to settle transactions instantly, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. MoneyTap is the first mobile app of its kind to be developed and used by multiple different banks in the country. Think about this, guys. This is huge. In Japan, they're working with 61 banks, and they're going to be using this technology powered by Ripple's blockchain technology. And this is what we want. We want the partnerships. We want the actual adoption. And for those banks that are not using XRapid or XRP, Ripple will then introduce that to them. So think how easy it will be for them to, even if they don't get all 61 banks to use this, let's say they get half, or let's say they get just maybe less than half, all right? Think about that, right? And then especially if, let's say the initial adopters start using XRapid and they see the benefits of how it saves them money, guess what the other banks are going to do, right? Because they're all part of that consortium. So this is why I'm investing in Ripple, and I believe in this company, in this project. And it's a long-term hold because it takes time, because they're working with banks and money transfer companies and credit card companies, and it takes time to go through testing and launches and all of that. But this is huge. I hope some of you guys, reading this and listening to this, really grasp what's going on here, what Ripple is doing. It's one of those, definitely a company that's going places. It's a disruptor, and it absolutely has lasting potential. If they have banks working with them, money transfer companies, and they have companies launching with XRapid, XCurrent, and their various products. Obviously, the goal is to get XRapid because that's what XRP runs on. Guys, like I've been saying, if the crypto market was to collapse and everything just went away, Ripple will still be around. Reason being, it's a real company. Their actual crypto is being used in one of their products, XRapid, and they already have adoption. Now, their goal, of course, as I mentioned, they're incentivized to have the value of XRP increase because they hold 60% of it. The employees also hold some of it. They're compensated in that way as well. So don't you think they want the value to go up? So they're working towards getting more adoption of XRP and XRapid and have that value increase. So keep holding on to your XRP, guys. MoneyTap is I mentioned that. 3 members of the Japan Bank Consortium, SBI Net, Sumishin Bank, Suruga Bank, and Resona Bank will be the first to go live on the mobile app in autumn of 2018. This will be followed by a staggered rollout to the rest of the consortium. The Japan Bank Consortium, led by SBI Ripple Asia, so SBI Holdings, SBI Group, has a partnership with Ripple, and they built this specific part of the company called SBI Ripple Asia, which their goal is to get adoption of Ripple's technology. It's comprised of 61 banks covering more than 80% of all banking assets in Japan. Guys, that should be it. That's the mic drop. What else do I have to say here? This is huge news, guys. And it puts it in the hands of the consumers to send money instantly. And this is big. I'm going to put a link to this article for you guys to read the rest of the details. but this is huge. CNBC also picked this up. Now, they cut Brad Garlinghouse's interview out yesterday. This is what he was going to announce on Fast Money, but because there was news with the U.S. government and they had to cut it out. But I think they aired it today. But anyway, this is what he was going to announce. He tweeted the information last night around 7:20 p.m. So he says, transactions in a matter of seconds in the palm of your hand. We're excited about the launch of MoneyTap. If you think about the number of banks just in Japan, 80% of the banks working with Ripple, this is huge. So like I said, even if we just get half of those banks, 30 banks to use XRapid, you think that's not going to help drive the price of XRP up with them using money for global money transfer and so forth? So keep holding on to your XRP. I'm telling you guys, it's going to grow. Be patient. Don't expect things to happen in a month and things like that, because this is a real company doing real things. And as they get listed on more exchanges, as I reported yesterday with CoinSquare, with BitIt, and as well as CryptoBuzz and a few others that are going to be listing XRP like Revolut. And I hope Robinhood gets it on there as well. They did say that's the plan, but they didn't give a date yet. But, we don't need Coinbase. Coinbase, it looks like they can't add anything right now because of the lawsuits with insider trading. So all around great news, guys. What do you think about this? Did you guys hear about this? I know this news came out kind of late last night about the mobile app MoneyTap, and as well as the Revolut news. Love to hear your thoughts. Please leave your comments in the comment section. Thumbs up if you like this video, and please subscribe for more videos on Ripple and other cryptocurrencies. Talk to you guys later.
你好，一个煎饼。
好嘞。
I've just ordered Jianbing, Beijing's favorite breakfast food. People queue up here every morning to get their hands on this. But right now, I don't have my wallet. Luckily, here in China, with my smartphone, I don't need it. 谢谢. Paying for my breakfast takes just a few seconds. So I scan the QR code. It's processing the payment. All set. From tiny street vendors to large chains, a huge amount of businesses in Beijing are accepting mobile payments. The most popular? Alipay from Chinese e-commerce giant Alibaba and messaging app WeChat. So you just pay your water bill with your phone?
Yes. Gonna pay now.
That easy?
Yeah.
CNN producer Shen Lu uses WeChat to pay utilities, even rent. I use it to hail a taxi. 你好. I'm on my way to meet Gu Yu, co-founder of a new payment app, Miles Life.
Hi. Hey, I'm Will. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. He says many urban Chinese just don't bother with credit cards. They prefer to pay by phone, putting China's mobile commerce way ahead of other major economies like the US and Japan.
China doesn't really have a really lucrative credit card system, so Chinese just skip credit card and go to mobile payment.
Something he calls a late development advantage. For me, it means no wallet, no problems.
You can totally survive without cash.
So we can split the taxi fare using our phone.
Yeah, definitely. It's called 顺风车 in Chinese.
Ride sharing.
Yeah.
Convenience comes with a catch. The Chinese government monitors and censors social media apps, including mobile commerce. Is there concern about the government monitoring your economic activity?
I think normal citizens don't. I think human rights activists, they have huge concern on this.
Chinese citizens are used to the government knowing where they travel, who they call, and now what they spend. It doesn't stop hundreds of millions of Chinese from making mobile payments totaling hundreds of billions of dollars. And the service is expanding beyond big cities, a growing market even in China's slowing economy. So saying I forgot my wallet isn't an excuse anymore?
Not at all.
But what if your phone battery dies?
That's real excuse. No, that's not an excuse. That's a real problem now, actually.
Everybody can't pay.
Yeah.
Mobile payment apps even allow us to split the check. A day without my wallet has never been easier.
Viva la.
Will Ripley, CNN, Beijing.
Hey everyone, Tony here. Hope you're doing well. I have a lot of Ripple news to share with you guys. Some very great news and positive news that should give you confidence to continue holding, even though the market is, it's a bloodbath right now. But a lot of great things here that are setting the stage and gearing up for the next big bull run. And we will see a lot of the benefits from this news and things I'm going to mention to you today as the market starts to pick up. So the first, guys, SBI Holdings, which you know is currently partnered with Ripple, part of the bank consortium in Japan, a group of 60 banks that are working with Ripple, guys. And we know that SBI, they're very bullish on Ripple and definitely bullish on XRP because they launch SBI virtual currencies, which is powered by XRP and will list XRP along with other cryptocurrencies. Well, the CEO and president, Mr. Yoshitaka Kitao, had a briefing with the company, and he put together a presentation here, and this is shared on their website, sbigroup.co.jp, and this was from June 28th, so essentially today in Japan's time, of course. Well, this report covers quite a bit, guys. It talks about the Ripple partnership, the usage of Xcurrent, and I'm going to scroll down here because I've gone through this already, where they talk specifically about XRP. And for those of you who are wondering, it's around slide 118. Some of you who follow me on Twitter, and please don't forget to follow me on Twitter, guys. You may have noticed I tweeted today one of these slides, slide 119, and I'll cover that, talking about, it's a really big call out for XRP. So let me show you what I'm talking about here, guys. So first, let me zoom in a bit so you guys can see this a bit better. So first, they talked about SBI Virtual Currencies launch its cryptocurrency spot transaction service, et cetera, to 20,000 customers on June 4th. As you know, the plan is to open this up to the public in July. So there was a soft launch, of course. And it says here, June 2018, pre-order service launch, precedence given to XRP. So they launched it with XRP initially, and then scheduled will be Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. So like I said, this exchange is specific to XRP because it's running with the XRP currency. And here, let's see, let's jump ahead here, slide 118. Let's see if there's anything else here. Post-sale services. So they talked a bit about SBI virtual currencies, the full-scale services, customer flow, all of that good stuff. So this is going to be a big exchange, guys. So this is something we should all be keeping on the calendar or on a map, so to speak, because I expect a lot of volume out of this exchange, especially with Ripple working with 60 of the banks in Japan, and the Japanese economy and folks there are very bullish on crypto. So it says here, SBI Securities with approximately 4.26 million accounts. So they have an existing customer base that is massive, obviously, and they're gonna open up SBI virtual currencies to that. So that's big time. Now here's the interesting part, and this is what I tweeted. SBI virtual currencies will be cooperating with market maker Global Max of Hong Kong upon launch of its services. From January 30th, so earlier in the year, collaborations on XRP sales. So not just SBI virtual currencies in the SBI database of customers, but Global Max, which is in Hong Kong. So this is why this is going to be a big launch when this goes live, guys. And they talked to here a bit about, obviously showing the multiple cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin Cash, SBI crypto mining, and so forth. But they said here, develop and provide augmenting services utilizing various cryptocurrencies as well as transaction services such as Bitcoin and XRP. So this is going to be great. They're going to be powering Global Max as well and doing a collaboration on virtual currencies, guys. So keep holding on to your XRP. And like I said, I believe Coinbase will eventually list XRP, but I think a lot of volume is going to come out from here. So this is big time news. This is straight from a company. This is a presentation straight from an actual financial institution that's massive. And the facts are out here. If you choose to ignore the facts, that's on you. I'm listening and looking and researching and processing the facts here. So I'm all in on XRP. I'm very bullish on it. I hold Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptos, as you guys have seen in my portfolio. And I think XRP is just going to dominate the market as we shift from speculation to utility. And look at what's gearing up to happen with XRP. The next news, guys, here, this was reported. Ripple is going to meet with the banking industry members in Dubai next week. So this article is from yesterday. So Dubai, as we know, a lot of money moving in and out of there, right? Very oil rich, and we know Ripple has made some partnerships and had some success in the Middle East with banks there and some of the central banks as well. So expect some partnerships to probably come out of here. Maybe a new launch of something with XRapid or XCurrent. We'll have to see. Let me see if there's anything here. Let's see. Now it's said that a meeting between Ripple and its banking industry partners will take place next week to debate RippleNet and XCurrent integrations. As mentioned, XCurrent there. It says here, we should expect the discussion will address Ripple XRP, also as XRP is still the company's flagship. The decentralized network of banks across the world is over 100 strong. Next week in Dubai, members of the network will meet to forge new connections and discuss how they use Ripple technology. So once again, could be interesting there, and more partnerships, more folks within the Ripple network, more potential and chances Ripple has to get many of these people to use XRapid, which leverages XRP. So definitely important item there. Next news, Dutch blockchain startup Blockport bids to make crypto trading accessible to the public at large. So Blockport, an Amsterdam-based blockchain startup with big ambitions, launched a platform for public users today. So this was from 14 hours ago, so probably yesterday or whatever it may be. So they launched their own cryptocurrency exchange, but one of the crypto items they have is Ripple, guys. Notice what comes up first here. When I didn't even select this, all I did was scroll down and they highlight Ripple. You want to know why they're doing that? Because that is the top 3 crypto that has a lot of momentum. And even though the market's down, obviously, well, actually, never mind. It looks like it rotates automatically, so my bad. But it served up Ripple to me first, and I didn't select anything. So as you can see here, win for cryptocurrencies as a whole, but I think for Ripple, because once again, they're not on a lot of exchanges, so to speak, like, for example, Coinbase or Gemini, right? But this is definitely a win here. So Blockport's social exchange can be used by beginners and advanced crypto traders to buy and sell various cryptocurrencies. The all-in-one Blockport platform provides users access to multiple global crypto exchanges. Open beta is live. Starting today, users can start trading with Blockport in the open beta phase, which is expected to run for a period of 3 months to ensure stability and security. I don't think I need to go further here, but it says as of today, as users can trade in Ethereum, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and Ripple. So definitely a win here. More exchanges, the better. More competition, and more exchanges listing XRP, the better. So here's what their website looks like again. So you guys can create an account, try it out. The next news, guys, Uphold. As I've told you guys, this is the easiest way to buy Ripple XRP with fiat pairing in the United States. This is what we wanted Coinbase to do, but Uphold went ahead and did this. Well, they bought a broker dealer. So let me go into this a bit. Digital money platform Uphold has agreed to acquire New York-based broker deal JNK Securities, paving regulatory way for it to start offering trading in a host of new crypto assets. So as you guys know, New York specifically has a lot of strict laws. I think some of you mentioned you couldn't buy XRP in New York and in other states and so forth because each state, they have their own laws, especially New York. You have to get a BIT license in New York. Well, this could open up the way for many of you to purchase crypto on Uphold. It says formerly BIT Reserve, Uphold. Okay, formerly called BIT Reserve, Uphold lets users buy, sell, and send cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin and XRP, powering more than 3 billion in transactions across 184 countries. Now the firm wants to expand into new crypto areas, agreeing to buy NYSE member JNK Securities and filing an application with FINRA for approval of the change of ownership and business expansion. So definitely a great sign. I would love for Uphold to grow as an exchange and overtake Coinbase, because Coinbase, like is a lot of politics and BS. Uphold has Ripple XRP, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Dash. They have, I think, Bitcoin Cash as well, and maybe like one other, but they just went ahead and did it. And you guys remember the story behind Uphold. Early Coinbase investor Greg Kidd gave them like $60 million to list XRP and to expand. So let's support Uphold, because they're not, part of this BS and all these stupid politics, and they offer fiat pairing. So share the word. People looking to buy crypto, instead of buying it on Coinbase, buy it on Uphold, because they allow you to withdraw and deposit. So it has all the functionality of Coinbase, guys, and it includes XRP. So good news here. The next news here, guys, Coinbase CEO launched a crypto charity fund and aims to raise $1 billion. But what's interesting, and I think is a good sign, Ripple, the CEO and the CEO Brad Garlinghouse, and I think Chris Larsen, one of the founders, donated to this. So it says, in addition to Armstrong, other prominent cryptocurrency figures have already made sizable donations, including a $1 million gift from Ripple co-founder Chris Larsen. Donors in the $100,000 and up category include venture capitalist Ron Conway, but it also includes Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse. So a good sign there. Maybe this can help bridge the gap and make the relationship a bit better between Ripple and Coinbase. But this article is from yesterday, June 27th. So let's see what happens. As you guys know, there's been some infighting and bad blood between Ripple and Coinbase, but I believe Coinbase will eventually list Ripple XRP. Let's see, when this happens, but I think that's a good sign, and maybe, some bridges can be built again that were once burnt down. So great news across the board. I think this SBI Virtual Currencies report here is massive, especially, learning that they're going to be powering the cryptocurrency sales. Wait, let me back up. I misspoke there. I want to make sure I'm clear. Collaboration on XRP sales. So that is great news. And get ready. Keep holding on. Buy the dip if you can. I actually bought some at 46 cents when it dropped. It's now below that, I believe. Let's see. It's currently at 45. So maybe I'll grab some more. But I think, once again, the stage is being set. The market is in, its low point right now. It's not going to stay there forever, as we've seen historically, right? I always tell you guys to have perspective. Look historically, look at the patterns, the ups and downs. It has happened many times before, and it will continue to happen until the market really matures. Especially, it's driven by speculation a lot. So negative news and things like that can drive the price down. But when we move to the utility phase, and Ripple as a company has banks and payment service providers going live with XRapid, as Brad Garlinghouse has confirmed, we can expect more stability. Will there? Obviously, there's going to be fluctuations, but I think it's going to be more stable than it is now. So all around great news. I notice a lot, guys. What do you think about this news? Would love to hear your thoughts. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget, guys, to follow me on Twitter and on Facebook as well, guys, so you can stay up to date on some important news, as well as when I start doing live streams. I will tweet out and mention on Facebook that I'm going live, within like 15 minutes, so you guys can get heads up. So please be sure to follow me there, and let's keep holding. Don't focus on what's happening in the market right now. Bigger things are coming. We have to be patient, and we will make some money. So once again, want to hear your thoughts and comments on all this news, and I will talk to you guys later.
Hey everybody, it's K from Asian Boss. Previously, we did a video asking everyday Koreans what they thought about cryptocurrency. Today, we're going to continue our cryptocurrency content in Japan, which has been a lot more to cryptocurrency than its neighbors South Korea and China. So we want to know, what do everyday Japanese people really think about cryptocurrency? Our Asian boss reporter Hiroko and I hit the streets of Tokyo to find out.
仮想通貨って聞いたことありますか？
聞いたことはありますね。でもどういうものか詳しい部分っていうのはわからないですね。いや、仮想通貨初めて聞きました。はい、ありますあります。
じゃあ日々の
買ってます。友達がもう送り人が何人かいるんで、そいつらに任せて買って、僕はもう毎月200万だけ出してっていうのやってます。
200万だけ
200万
すごい量ですよね。
200万を渡して買わしてる。1.6 倍です先月は。
じゃあ今からでも遅くないんですね。
全然遅くないです。
日々の生活でどのくらい耳にするものなんですか？
どうでしょうね。でもなんかネットニュースとか見てるとビットコインがなんか大暴落したとか、なんかそういうのがいろいろ出てたりするので、そういうので聞いたことはありますね。
CM だったりとか、新聞だったりとか、広告とかでよく見るので、毎日のように何かしらで見てるかもしれないですね。
仮想通貨についてはどれだけご存知ですか？
知人に聞いたりとか、自分で本を読んで勉強したりとか。
いや、むしろ全然知らない方だと思います。持ってるだけで特になんか動かしたりとかしてないので、はい。
お持ちなんですね。
一応持ってますね。はい。
それ詳しいって言うと思います多分。
いや全然です。
あったら便利だけど、まだなんか信用はそこまで高くない。安定したら自分も始めたいなって感じですね。
ビットコインはどうですか？
株みたいな感じで誰かが操作してる感じはなんかあるのかな。
使いにくいと思うんですけど、未来的にはなんか面白いんじゃないかなと思ってます。
間に入ってた銀行さんの、振込手数料だとか、海外に送金するのにもかかってた手数料がないような状況で送金できたりとか、あとブロックチェーンという技術ができてお金が追えるようになったっていうことが大きなものだと思いますけどね。はい。
仮想通貨に投資してみようと思ったことはありますか？
はい、本当興味本位でやってみたことはあるので、仮想通貨を持っているっていう状態を体験したかったんですよね。
いくら分ぐらいちなみに買われた？
でも本当に5万円もいかないぐらいだと。
すごい。5万円分増えましたか？
多分1万円ぐらいですよ。
仮想通貨に投資した時はどんな感じでしたか？
勉強になったなぐらいの金額しか入れてないので、1万円そこそことかそんなもんだったんで、数千倍とかそういったところではないですね。
送り人にはなってない。
なってないですね。
なるほど。
1年半前ぐらいで、当時の価格が約9万円から10万円ぐらいでしたね。
今現在いくらなんですか？ちなみに。
今現在は約100万円ぐらいだと思いますね。今日は95万円6万円ぐらいだったので、
もう常にチェックしている状態なんですか？
たまに見るぐらいですね。ここ最近あんまり見てなかったんですけど、最初の方はもう毎日のように1日10回以上は見てましたね。はい。
日本ではなぜこんなにたくさんの人が仮想通貨に挑戦したいと思うんだと思いますか？
経済的なところが、どうなっていくかわからないっていう中で、日本円みたいなのがじゃあ逆に崩壊しちゃった時に何に頼ればいいんだみたいなところで、それ以外を探す人が増えてきたのかなみたいな。
なんか一時期すごいビットコインがわーっと高騰した時に、ビットコイン長者みたいな山ほどニュース出てましたよね。
それを見てなんか
夢を抱いた人もいるんじゃないかなって勝手に思います。
なんか働かずに儲けられるみたいな今を求めてる人が多い。本当にまさになんか前カフェ行った時も隣で上がってるとかデートずっと見てて、こういう人が買ってるのかなとか思って見てました。なんかずっと見てる感じでした。その隣にいた人は。
それ見てどう思いました？
なんかちゃんと働けよって思いました。
もう見てる方は1日の半分ぐらいテレグラム見てるんじゃないですかね。それがフルタイムで、もう仕事もしてない方とかは多いと思いますね。
それって仮想通貨にほとんどお金を入れてるからっていうことですか？
はい、そうだと思います。仮想通貨の信者みたいな方たちがかなり多いと思うので、仮想通貨に9割8割方資産を入れてる方も僕の周りでは多いですね。
仮想通貨は今バブルだと思いますか？それともこのまま現状維持できると思いますか？
それなりにどんどん普及は進んできている印象があるので、現状のままどんどん広がっていくのかなという印象はありますけどね。
バブルが破綻してってあったじゃないですか。それって土地だったと思うんですけど、土地を買ってその土地の価値が暴落してっていうのだったと思うんですけど、それよりももしかしたら信用があってバブル崩壊せずにうまく回るかもしれないって期待はしてます。
仮に仮想通貨の市場が明日ダメになってしまったら、あなたの人生にどれだけのダメージがありますか？
全くないです。ゼロ。
もう仮想通貨を絡めたビジネスっていうことを、皆さんもずっと考えてると思うので、それがなくなってしまうと、またも今前の日本と一緒で、また現金っていうものが、一番信用があるものになってしまうので、
一部の、この前のコインチェックのとかもそうですけど、一部そういうふうに投機している人たちはダメージを受けるとは思うんですけど、まだまだ日本の中では別にそんなに大きい市場ではないなと思うので、そんなに今のところだったら影響はないのかなと思います。
じゃあこの前のコインチェックってどんな事件というか、出来事だったんですか？
あれですよね、コインチェックの会社が、あそこは取引所なので、あそこに要は銀行みたいな話でお金をバンクに預けてたら、それが強盗みたいな形で抜かれてしまったと。
で日本市場にはどんな影響があると思いますか？
日本市場どうなんですかね。だから差が出るんじゃないですか。その投資をやってる人とやってない人のこのリテラシーの差がすごい出るんじゃないですか。結局仮想通貨なんでこんな流行ったかっていうと、割と身近な人が金持ち始めたから流行ったと思うんですよ。俺もみたいな。でもそいつらはもともとチキンで投資ビビってたやつだと思うんですよ。それのハードルが下がったから、なんでしょうね、これからその投資のなんか勢いみたいなのは増えるんじゃないですかね。そもそも日本人投資しなさすぎなんで、リスクっつってうっさいから、だからなんだろう、それがハードルぶっ壊れた方がねいいんじゃないですか。だって普通に会社でね毎日働くよりかも投資した方が絶対効率いいんで、
これがデジタルに全てなっていくような時代が来るんであれば、スリだったりとか強盗だったりとか、そういった現金ってものがなくなって、犯罪治安もすごい良くなってくると思いますし、今後ビットコインで支払い決済がどんどんできるようになってくると。
ビットコインの支払いって今はできるんですか？
いろんなところで決済ができるようには今なっていますね。新宿とかでも僕が小耳に挟んだんですけど、バーとかで仮想通貨でしか払えないバーがあるだとか、そういったところも今できてきてますね。
じゃあまだ仮想通貨について詳しく知らずに始められずにいる人に何かアドバイスはありますか？
どんどん差が開いていくだけだと思います。
じゃあ早く始めた方がいい。
要はそのやってる人たちとやってない人の差がどんどん開いていくんで、だから考えるだけ無駄だと思いますよ。
やるかやらないか。
やるかやらないか考えるだけ無駄だと思います。勉強した方がいいと思います。そのどういう技術でこのコインが作られてるかとか、そのなんか怖いっていうところでメンタルブロックを出さないで、ちゃんと勉強した方がいいんじゃないのと思いますけど。
なるほど。
まずビットコインっていうものを、投資してみて、1万円からでも、できるので、1円でも10円でもできるので、そこに投資して、取引所のチャットだったりとか、いろんな YouTube でも、いろんな情報を取れるので、いろんな人の話を聞いて自分で判断していった方がいいと思いますね。
一般的になってきてから参画するのってもう遅いと思うんですよ、そもそもが。だから今なんか流行ってるからやろうかなっていうのだったらあんまやらなくてもいいのかなと。なのでじゃあ次何がどういう風になっていくんだろうって逆にちょっと勉強したりとかして、そこに対して先に仮想通貨も超怪しい時になんだこれっつって1000円分とか投資してた人が今数千万とかになってるけど、
なんかその5、6年前ですよね。
そうですね、その怪しいって言ってる時期にそういう風にお金を動かせるかどうかみたいなところと、あと情報をそこで得られているかみたいなところが重要かなと思います。
There you have it, everybody. As a startup dedicated to decentralizing media, we at Asian Boss see a lot of potential in the power of cryptocurrency. So we'll continue creating cryptocurrency-related content as well as delivering our usual in-depth insight into the latest news and cultural trends from all over Asia. What do people think about cryptocurrency in your country?
Bitcoin's meteoric rise is attracting a ton of attention, but is it ready for the mainstream? JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon recently called Bitcoin a fraud and said that cryptocurrency prices are in a bubble that will eventually burst. Many investors have stayed on the sidelines as cryptocurrencies are seen as too volatile and don't have the safeguards that most financial assets do. A number of hedge funds, however, are investing in cryptocurrencies, and Goldman Sachs is reportedly exploring how it could help clients trade digital tokens. Other companies are stepping up efforts to bring cryptocurrency to the mainstream, opening regulated exchanges, creating futures contracts, and attempting to list exchange-traded funds. The recent surge in cryptocurrency prices has coincided with a flood of interest about the blockchain technology behind Bitcoin, which uses a decentralized and public ledger of transactions that can't be manipulated. IBM, Microsoft, and Toyota have all invested in blockchain and are looking at potential applications ranging from food safety to driverless cars. So what is preventing even more widespread adoption? Regulation, or the lack thereof. In July 2017, the SEC announced that federal securities law may apply to some cryptocurrencies, without providing concrete guidelines to determine which ones. Meanwhile, China has outright banned ICOs, or initial coin offerings, along with the exchanges where coins are traded. Guidelines for individuals that mine and trade cryptocurrencies also vary wildly, with countries like Venezuela going as far as putting miners in jail. So what's next in the year ahead? The cryptocurrency community is eager for clarity from regulators on ICOs, trading, mining, and taxes. As that happens, more investors and end users could dip their toes in the water. Many have compared the current state of blockchain to the early days of the internet, a digital Wild West teeming with opportunity. And just like the internet, there will likely be winners and losers.
China accounted for 90% of Bitcoin trade just 1 year ago. But with Beijing banning initial coin offerings, or ICOs, and regulators shutting down Bitcoin exchanges there, Japan is setting out on a different path, embracing the crypto movement.
Bitcoin trade here in Japan accounts for nearly half the global trade volume. Compare that to 25% in the US. The number has surged since the government passed a new law earlier this year recognizing the digital currency as a legal form of payment.
That law encouraged some big retailers here to partner with Bitcoin exchanges and begin accepting the digital currency. There's already more than 4,500 stores that let you pay with Bitcoin here, and the Nikkei says that number could increase 5-fold by the end of the year.
So we've recruited Mai Fujimoto, who's also known as Miss Bitcoin here in Japan, to take us to some of these stores that are accepting the digital currency. You ready to go shopping?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's head out.
Let's go.
Mai's become a type of crypto evangelist in Japan, blogging and tweeting about all things Bitcoin. Her nickname, a way to familiarize people with what was largely an unfamiliar space until recently.
You started investing in 2011. How much was Bitcoin then?
About 1,000 yen.
1,000 yen.
Yeah.
That's roughly $10 US, a price that's jumped more than 500% since.
Here's 10,000 yen.
Okay.
Okay, I'll give that to you.
Okay.
And then how do I get that in Bitcoin?
Okay, so this is your QR code, and I read this QR code. Yeah, this.
This is Big Camera. That's one of the biggest electronic stores right here in Japan, and they just started accepting Bitcoin in April. So we've got our Bitcoin on our phone. We're gonna go spend some money.
So that's 0.00336, but it basically amounts to 1,803 yen.
I did manage to get a very cute towel, polka dotted. And all the shopping is kind of making me hungry. So, Mai, do you know of a good restaurant around here that accepts Bitcoin?
Yes, I know. The sushi restaurant near here.
Sushi restaurant?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go there.
Fatty tuna and mackerel aren't the only things on the menu here. A Bitcoin ATM greets customers looking to top up their digital wallets.
In your daily routine, how much of what you use is Bitcoin, and how much do you pay in cash or credit card?
Maybe 19% I paid not Bitcoin.
Not Bitcoin?
Yeah, only I use Bitcoin for send money overseas.
Mai says regulations built trust in the currency, but people aren't necessarily using it to replace cash. Bitcoin's still considered an investment, not an everyday currency here.
Many people have Bitcoin now buy Bitcoin, and maybe we need time to use Bitcoin. So maybe they have to learn more about Bitcoin.
That curiosity's led to an increasing number of public seminars like this one on ICOs. Hardcore hackers aren't the only ones here, but housewives, Bitcoin newcomers, even professional matchmakers like Chieko Date. She tells me her son encouraged her to invest, and she has 2 million yen in 4 currencies now. Japan hasn't been without problems. 3 years ago, the first major Bitcoin exchange, Mt. Gox, collapsed and declared bankruptcy after hackers raided its accounts. That's partly why regulators are responding with stricter rules this time, requiring exchanges to maintain minimal capital reserves, separate customer accounts, and establish anti-money laundering and know your customer or KYC practices. Bar owner Mike Verwey says those rules aren't pushing his customers away from the digital currency for now. He processes Bitcoin payments every day.
It's surprising to see in Japan. They don't really seem to be the first to adapt to new concepts like this. In fact, they kind of shy away from change mostly. But maybe they're gonna grab it and run with it, I hope.
And with Bitcoin still largely banned in China, there's plenty of opportunity for Japan to take the lead.